One of the biggest reasons people stay in unhealthy or narcissistic relationships longer than they should is cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance happens when two conflicting truths exist at the same time, and your brain struggles to reconcile them. On one hand, you see the behavior, the lies, the cruelty, the emotional withdrawal, the disrespect. On the other hand, you remember the person who was charming, loving, attentive, and promised the world. Those two realities don't match, and the human brain hates contradiction. So instead of questioning the relationship, the mind often does something else. It starts explaining the abuse away. You tell yourself, they're just stressed. That's not who they really are. If I communicate better, they'll change. I know they're capable of being kind. I've seen it. This is where cognitive dissonance becomes dangerous. Because the brain is trying to reduce discomfort, it chooses hope over evidence. You stay not because you don't see the red flags, but because you're waiting for the loving version of them to come back and stay. In narcissistic relationships, this conflict is intensified by intermittent reinforcement. Moments of affection, apology, or connection dropped into long periods of harm. These moments don't heal the relationship. They reset the doubt. You think, see, they can be good. Maybe this time it's different. And so you stay a little longer. You explain a little more. You tolerate a little more. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is trying to make sense of two opposing realities at once. Cognitive dissonance keeps you stuck in the waiting room of potential, waiting for someone to act like the person they pretended to be in the beginning. And healing begins when you stop asking, why do they do this? And start asking, what is this doing to me? When behavior and words don't align, believe the behavior. Clarity doesn't come from hoping harder. It comes from accepting what is.